Hello everyone and welcome to the list of my favorite dinosaurs in Jurassic World Evolution 2, including their very best birthday suits. I mean skins. Starting with number 25, the Oloro Titan. I love my elegant swan. It's only the number 25 on my list, so let's not break out like the superlatives quite yet, but I just love having this elegant dinosaur in my park, and it has some really colorful skins which I like, and this is actually one of my favorites, so that's Gambia River Basin. And then we add this color right there. I love this beautiful bright crest. The light line down the spine, that rhymed, and that rhymed again. I need to stop. And anyway, yeah, that's Oloro Titan. Let's just move on through this list because we have a lot to cover. For the next one, I have to go over here. And the next one, number 24, is Proceratosaurus. We'll have a look at the skins, and really all of them are, I think, pretty great. There's a lot of variation in it, which I really like. You know, if you go with the randomized skins, you get a really nice group. But some of my favorites of these skins are Salar del Huasco with Lithobates. Love the combination of purple and green. Death Valley and Lithobates, also very cool, but I'm gonna raise you one better and do Death Valley with Pilophylax. I think that's super cool. Like this crest is pretty much glowing, and I kind of wish it did, kind of like the Lux skins. We're just gonna move down, or rather up the list. When I started making this list, I really realized I just love my Muttaburrasaurus, and I need to use her more often. That sounds weird. This skin is pretty much a winner though. I think that's really cool in combination with the white stripes, which is essentially what we got in Jurassic World Evolution 1. This is also really cool, the blue with the brown, so that's Limpopo River with Pilophylax. Jesus, I'm sorry. And I'm a big fan of green skins. They'll be recurring on this list, so it's Salar del Huasco with Pulcrana. Moving on to the next dinosaur on the list, and it's a small one. It's the smallest one, Compsognathus. Now, there are two reasons why I love the Compsognathus. One, it's totally unique because it's so small, so it adds something really different to your parks. And the other reason is this. It doesn't walk. It skips, and I absolutely love that for it. Like, it's so happy. It's just la da 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 dee dee da, going off to murder people. I actually wish they did. They don't murder people, but still, I just think it's absolutely hilarious. The reason that it's only on the number 22, I think, if I can keep count, probably not, is because we only have big fences in the game, right? And it feels a little silly to put the Compsognathus behind a huge, what is it, like 3-meter tall fence. It's actually probably like 5. I'm very, very bad with measurements, okay? I'm sorry. My favorite skins for the Compsognathus are just the blank pattern Amazon River, because it's super colorful and actually already has a lot going on with like the gradient in the colors. And this light green and sort of reddish pattern, so that's Champlain Valley with Chalcorana. This just reminds me of old toys, which is why I like it. Number 25 is not Ceratosaurus. Ceratosaurus is making an appearance on this list though, because of course it is. Little horny boy. Actually, big horny boy. Number 21 is the Allosaurus, and I actually went back and forth between Allosaurus and Megalosaurus. In my mind, they were sort of interchangeable. They fill that same sort of sweet spot in my mind and in my heart. But I went with Allosaurus in the end because it has a bit of the classic factor, and it has some really good skins, one of which being this one, Sonoran Desert with Chalcorana. My other favorite skins for the Allosaurus are Salar del Huasco with Rana, Mangrove Forest with Blank Pattern, because this color combination is just wow, and Champlain Valley with Pilophylax, because the Pilophylax just stands out so much. It's so bright. Moving on to number 20, and it's gonna be my most controversial one. I already know, and it's not Iguanodon. Iguanodon's not controversial, okay? I can do better than that. No, my controversial pick for number 20, making it to the top 20, is the Chunkingosaur. Look at its face. Look at it. That's a face you can only love, okay? It's derpy and adorable. Let's, you know what, sure, this makes sense for me, But look at these skins, they're so good. It's so bright. But my favorite, as I said, green Salar del Huasco. That's like the third appearance of it on this list. And actually, yeah, just this one, with the Chalcorana. Actually, stand up, love, stand up. It's so cute. I can't stand it. Really, oh, this is cool too. Champlain Valley with Pulcrana. So, so nice. I love you. I don't care what anybody thinks. I love you unapologetically. Okay? Okay. We're moving on. We're heading to number 19, and I'm scrolling down. They see me scrolling. They hating. Losing faith in my ability to alphabet. No, here it is. Number 19 is the Troodon, and I actually fell in love with this dinosaur when I started playing around with the skins in the species viewer, where we are right now. So that'll be this one with, let me find it, this one. This is so, so cool. It looks absolutely venomous, like not just that its bite would be venomous, but just that touching its skin would be venomous. I absolutely love this. And that seeing this skin made me fall in love with this dinosaur, which is very strange, and I'm gonna pull back from that narrative, and I'm just gonna say that I really like it, you know, visually. But it has more great skins like Mangrove Forest, super bright, and Death Valley I think is also a really cool one. This looks very nice. Death Valley, Chalcorana, mwah, chef's kiss. We're gonna head on because there's so much. We're in the right corner, we're in the right neck of the woods, because the next one is Triceratops. And it's quite low on the list because the skins aren't fantastic, but it's Triceratops. Like, this is my favorite model for sure, the 1993 one. But we do have some interesting skins, like right away. This is kind of cool, right? Gambia River Basin with Rana. But my favorite is this one. Again, a green skin, Limpopo River with Pulcrana. Really, Pulcrana is the best pattern on the Triceratops because it has like this light rim around the striping, and I think it just looks really good with all of the skin colors. This one's really cool too. I'm really inclined towards green. That's slightly disconcerting. I wish it had something on the frill the way a lot of the other Ceratopsians have, but you can't have it all. She's Triceratops, she's a classic, she can't be ignored. She's number 18. We're gonna move on to number 17. We're gonna go all the way up. It's a new addition to the game, a new addition to Jurassic World Evolution 2, I should say, and it's Cryolophosaurus. I think this dinosaur is an amazing addition. I think it looks very different with the crest and the purple eyes. So cool. The animations are really nice as well. I love like this bobbing animation it does during its social interaction. Love it. Amazing. You just keep being you. My favorite skins for the Cryolophosaurus are Killian Mountains with Chalcorana, and I'm actually gonna change the motion because this is it's making me a little uncomfortable. Love the like the bright blue flicks on this muted light blue skin tone. The yellow in the head crest is super nicely contrasting. Actually, all of them are cool. Let's be honest, it's a dinosaur, it's wow enough. This bright orange from Mangrove Forest, also with Chalcorana, really cool. I like this a lot. Great Sandy Desert with Pelophylax. Yes. Evo proofs. All right, we're gonna keep moving. Keeping it snappy. We're again in the right neck of the woods. Finally, we have over here the Ceratosaurus, number 16, if my counting abilities haven't failed me. They usually do, though, so, you know. I know it didn't have, like, the most epic part in the movie franchise, but I think its scene in Jurassic Park 3 was pretty hilarious. I like it. I like the attitude that was given. One of the best things, and again, this was a discovery thanks to the species viewer, so I'm so happy that they added that, is this skin. It's Amazon rainforest with the Rana pattern. It just looks like galaxy bright fun amazingness, and I love having this in my parks. It just stands out from a kilometer away. Look at it. I think it's absolutely amazing. But you know, if you want a pink Ceratosaurus, you can have a pink Ceratosaurus. Isn't that great? The other patterns aren't fantastic though. I will like this is absolute garbage, okay? I will totally admit that. But this is pretty cool. I like this, okay? We're gonna move on though. We're gonna move on with one that you might not agree with me having this low on the list. Here you go. It's the Velociraptor. Probably people are already typing that it's way too low at number 15, But it's really just the skins that are holding it back. When I do create a raptor, it's usually, you know, the movie skins. So this is actually my favorite movie skin with, where's the male? Where's the boy? With this one being my second favorite. With the skins that the game provides for the raptor are they're kinda meh. Like, they're okay. I just wish they had a pattern that stood out more. But really having all of the movie skins for the Velociraptor makes up for a lot of that. I think this does look pretty cool. I just wish there was more to it, especially when you zoom out. It's just green. Number 14, drumroll please, is the Homalocephaly. Look, it's too cute to deny, okay? It's absolutely adorable, and I just love its attitude. Sometimes it just looks so done with life. Like, sometimes it's just de-extinction. Thanks. I hate it. And I absolutely love that for it. I know a lot of attitude in this teeny tiny dinosaur. The thing that's holding it back for me is I don't like what's going on with the skin texture. It looks like she needs a day in the spa. She needs to moisturize. She needs to love herself a little bit more. And also what we have with the skins, they're just very flat. Like, there's not a lot going on. Sure, we have that pattern, but when you look at it, like, it's too monotone. By the way, some of the dinosaurs that are not on this list have some top tier skins. So I'll be doing a video showcasing some of my favorite skins in the future as well. Moving on from one of the smallest to one of the biggest and thickest. Number 13, the Acrocanthosaurus. It just looks so dopey. I think it's amazing. Look at it. It's so tired, and I relate to that. It's chonky. Look at the teeny tiny arms hanging off of this boulder of a dinosaur. I think it's absolutely amazing. And it has great skins as well. Like, you can, if you want like a Galaxy Acrocanthosaurus, you can have a Galaxy Acrocanthosaurus to match with your Galaxy Ceratosaurus. But you can also go a more natural route, which I think also works out pretty dang great. So yeah, when I'm feeling colorful, Gambia River Basin with Paparana is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love just seeing this purple thick thing walking through my parks. I also love, of course, Salar del Huasco with Lithobates. This is holy heck, it looks a little emo with like the eyeshadow around the eye. I love this. This is Death Valley with Lithobates. Number 12 is an addition from the Camp Cretaceous DLC, and it is not Scorpius Rex. It is Monlophosaurus. Look at it. It's amazing. Of course, again, Salar del Huasco, but really the Rana is what does it. This super colorful crest that it has going on. Let's have her walk around a little bit, get some exercise in, her daily 30. Not the biggest fan of the actual Camp Cretaceous skin, I will admit that. It just looks a little blotchy and random. There's nothing special going on in the crest. So yeah, favorite skins, Gambia River Basin with Rana, Killian Mountains with Rana, Sonoran Desert with Rana. Rana is S tier, let's just be honest. Lovely. Moving on though, moving on. And again, we're very close. The next one is Mimi. Small dinosaur with a lot of attitude. I absolutely love it. If you have a lot of these in an enclosure, if combat is a thing, these things will instantly murder each other. I had a park where I had like T-Rexes and Gigas and Velociraptors and Minmi, and when I turned on combat, the first things that started killing each other were the Minmi, and since then I was like, you know what? I like this dinosaur. I think that's absolutely hilarious that this cute dinosaur is just, as soon as combat is a thing, it's like, yep, that's my sign. I'm gonna go on a murder spree. Favorite skins, Mangrove Forest with blank pattern actually. Death Valley with Rana. I really like gray with yellow. And Amazon Rainforest with Chalkarana. We're gonna move on because it's time to enter the top 10 dinosaurs. And it's not Indoraptor. No, it's not. The top 10 starts with Amargasaurus. I like thick dinosaurs, okay? I just think it's so chunky and amazing. And like this super thick neck with the small face. Love it. It's amazing. But of course the spikes are just really cool. And it's also really nice to have another small sauropod along with the Nigersaurus. I'm not the biggest fan of the Nigersaurus. It has a face that only a mother can love, and I'm not its mother, so I'm not gonna love it. But I do really, really like the Amargasaurus. Skins are a little, they're okay. Like, really, it's just, I think what's letting the Amargasaurus down is the pattern. The pattern is just, nah. Number 9, Iguanodon. This was actually my favorite herbivore in Jurassic World Evolution 1. So even though this list is a mix of both herbivores and carnivores, it's still quite a bit lower than it was in Jurassic World Evolution 1. I'm sorry about that. I do still love you though. You're still badass. Don't worry about that. I like the Amazon rainforest with the blank pattern color because it reminds me a lot of Aladar from Disney's Dinosaur. And my other favorite for the Iguanodon is Yukon River with Chalkorana because with this combination, the blue of the Chalkorana pattern really stands out. It kind of loses some of its magic on the other colors, I think. But this looks really badass. We're gonna head on to number 8. I mean, come on. How can you not love this? You can't. It's just impossible not to love this. People are already typing, I absolutely hate the Carnotaurus sitting animation. I think it's atrocious. But I disagree. I think it's so funny. Like, the first time I saw it sit down like that, I was like, I want one. In terms of skin patterns, it's really just Rana that I like. And then the combination with pretty much all of the skin colors, I think is pretty dang cool. I just love this combination of like the brown with the gray. And this, because, you know, we're gonna move on to number 7. It's another herbivore and it starts with a P. And it's Parasaurolophus. It gets by a lot on being a classic, just like the Triceratops, but Parasaurolophus lands a lot higher because I think the skins for it are actually pretty dang good. One of those skins being pretty dang good is... How do I make it nighttime? There you go. Look at it. Oh, I think it's amazing. But let's switch it back to daytime because some of the other skins are really good as well. This, which sort of heightens all of the contrasts, is probably one of my favorites. So that's Limpopo River with the Rana pattern. I'm also a big fan of this one, Amazon Rainforest with Pelophylax. But possibly my absolute favorite is Pulcrana with Limpopo River as the color again. The way the blue contrasts with the brown is marvelous. I love this color combination. Sometimes when looking for a dinosaur skin that you like, for me personally at least, it's really just a case of starting with the pattern that you like. So for this, it was like, wow, blue, I'm attracted to it. And then finding a base color that matches the best with that. Number 6 is another super recent addition to the game. It's from the early Cretaceous pack, and it's the last dinosaur alphabetically, and it's the Werchosaurus. Look, I'm a big fan of Stegosaurus, and the Stegosaurus is still to come, so it has that going for it. Look at it just scratching at the floor, it's cute. The stretching animation that it does with the hind legs is absolutely adorable. It has a cute face, but like with extra eyebrows, Instagram-worthy eyebrows, you might even say. And the pattern, the color, it's all great. It's all fantastic. I'm a big fan. Werchosaurus, I'm your biggest fan. Some of my favorites are a Great Sandy Desert with Pelophylax. I think that's a really nice match. The lilac with the gray and the brown tones. Amazon Rainforest with Popurana. And I also really like Great Sandy Desert with Lithobates. And what you can actually do is, for example, this could be the female, and then this could be the male. You know, a little bit more color, a little bit more flair to attract the ladies. Why do I keep making it awkward? We're gonna head into the top 5 of my favorite dinosaurs in Jurassic World Evolution 2. And the number 5 is... Kronosaurus. I'm messing with you. I'm totally messing with you. I know marine reptiles and flying reptiles are not dinosaurs, so I'm actually saving them for a different list. But look at it. But I'm saving them for a different list. This list is for dinosaurs only, okay? Number 5 being my IRL favorite dinosaur, and it's the Stegosaurus. I've loved the Stegosaurus since I was a kid. It's the ultimate classic for me. I just love the silhouette of it. I love the plates, the thagamites. I love the attitude. I love that it was probably dumb as a barrel of rocks. I think that's absolutely hilarious. I just like that, okay? I like that. And the skins for it in Jurassic World Evolution 2 are pretty good as well. Possibly my all-time favorite skin for the Stegosaurus is Amazon Rainforest with Paparana. Love that color combination. But I also really like Death Valley with Chalkorana. We're gonna move on to a shocking one because the next one was actually my #1 favorite carnivore in Jurassic World Evolution 1, and it is top 4 overall in Jurassic World Evolution 2, and the 3rd most popular carnivore for me in Jurassic World Evolution 2, and that's the Spinosaurus. And again, for me it loses some of the magic because I'm not the biggest fan of the skins, and there are just 2 other carnivores that have clawed their way into my heart, so to speak, even though one of them has teeny tiny arms. But of course, Spinosaurus, it's still Spinosaurus, so of course it's gonna be very high in my ranking of dinosaurs. It's a really cool dinosaur. I love this super inaccurate design of it. I know that it's controversial. I love science. I'm a big fan of science, you know, applaud science. But in terms of like my ideal version of the Spinosaurus, this looks cool to me. I think the scientifically accurate Spinosaurus, whatever it is currently, because they keep changing it, they keep coming out with new editions, but it just, as time has progressed, it started to look a little derpy to me. I will be perfectly frank with that. I'm just a big fan of the Jurassic Park Spinosaurus. In terms of the skins, it's really just like the movie accurate skin that I enjoy the most. Like, this is just bonkers. I don't like this at all. What is this? This, however, is also really nice. Sonoran Desert with Rana. I think, again, the blue with the brown. Big fan of that color combination. We're gonna head into the top 3 because dang, this video is getting long. Number 3 is my 2nd favorite dinosaur IRL, and it's the Brachiosaurus. It made its way all the way to the top 3, even though it doesn't have great skins. It just doesn't. Let's be perfectly honest here. Let's just be brutal and say that the skins kind of suck. You know, for example, Camarasaurus is a sauropod with fantastic skins. Why can't we have that on the Brachiosaurus? It would be epic. I would be such a big fan of that. Personally, for me, Brachiosaurus is one of those dinosaurs where it completes my park. My parks do not feel complete if I don't have a Brachiosaurus, and that's why I think it's well deserved as the number 3 favorite dinosaur. Now, you might have noticed that this list that I've created here is completely superficial, and that's because I play pretty much exclusively in sandbox mode, so the dinosaur's social and habitat needs are irrelevant to me, and they don't influence my ranking. If it did, Brachiosaurus would be way down on this list. It might not even make the list at all with its insane tree fetish. It just needs too many trees, too much food. It becomes such an ugly exhibit overall, and that's how big of a difference that would make if I were to take stuff like that into account. Let's move on to the number 2, and it's gonna be very surprising because you're gonna be left wondering, if that's your number 2, what's your number 1? My number 2 is the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I liked it less than the Spinosaurus in Jurassic World Evolution 1. I like it more than the Spinosaurus in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Do I have a logical reasoning for that? No, I don't. I feel it, okay? I feel it in my heart. That's the only place where this makes sense. My favorite skins, I mean, the Buck Rex, it's amazing. But I also really like Sonoran Desert with Lithobates and Limpopo River with Rana. What did I say for last? If you can guess, then you're a real one. But my number 1 favorite dinosaur in Jurassic World Evolution 2 is the Changzhousaurus. It looks like a baby dragon. I've been a big fan of it since they first revealed it during the marketing campaign for Jurassic World Evolution 2. I'm just really in love with this design. I like all of the spikes that it has going on, especially on these super extra eyebrows. I really like the eyes for some reason, which is such a dumb detail, really. I mean, the fact that it's also known as Pinocchio Rex certainly doesn't harm its case. I'm a big fan of stuff like that. It's still a Tyrannosaurus, so it gets those easy nepotism-like cool points. And for me, just very importantly, is that it's a big carnivore with absolutely awesome skins. Gambia River Basin with Paparana, Sonoran Desert with Paparana, Amazon Rainforest with Chalkorana, Champlain Valley with Pilophylax. I mean, come on, it looks like a dragon. Also Limpopo River with Pilophylax, Amazon Rainforest with Pilophylax, and Limpopo River with Rana. Those would be like my absolute favorite skins, but really there are so many combinations. They're so good. Like, it's so awesome. It's just, I'm a big fan of it, as you can tell. But that concludes my list, my top 25 favorite dinosaurs in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Leave your own favorites in a comment down below, and I hope that you'll subscribe and like the video, and that you'll stay tuned for the next one. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the game. Thank you.